personal cycles through divine numerology. Any life transition you're experiencing can be illuminated by in-depth analysis of your chart. For the first time in Stockton, you now have access to a professional numerologist here to help you light your own way. I'm in the booth to help you find your own truth. Tune in to Divine Numerology every Friday at 3 p.m. on The Voice of Stockton.
Oh no.
You're listening to
KXVS.
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 Voice of Stockton.
Hot damn. See you licking frozen from your own hands. Want another taste of bacon, yes.
I'm on Facebook all the time though.
Oh, can't do it on there. This is KXVS Morning Show. We talking about reading on Facebook. They have the Kindle app on Facebook, maybe.
You
That
said
could
what?
help you. Maybe the Kindle app on Facebook.
They have a Kindle app on Facebook. So Facebook has their own apps now.
There you go. Then you
Really?
can,
Wow.
Really, they're doing it all. They need to
see
slow
reading on
down.
there.
I thought the only thing Facebook promoted was the reading of other people's statuses.
Nope. Next thing you know, they're gonna make us
the
insert our
stalker life,
social
right?
The stalker
I don't wanna-
life.
Yeah, and what the heck
credit
is a
card
poke?
number.
What is a poke? Does anybody know what the poke is for?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
to get
I-
a little intimate. You need to.
I should be poking
Yeah,
people.
you should be poking people.
I guess it's a way. Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while, buddy. Hey, let me get your attention real quick.
No, not buddy. It's more lady friends. Like, hey, girl, poke you.
Yeah. Who are you? Poke.
Not even, hey, girl, poke you. Ain't you in my math class? Poke. You know.
Hey, I met you the other day and added you. Poke.
Yep, poke.
So yeah, we are back here, KXVS Morning Show. Special guest host Darius, the numerologist, and for Raw Nay, who is we
She's out
told us
partying.
one thing,
She's out
but
partying.
maybe we think something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't believe
yeah,
Renee.
we're not believing you, Renee. You gotta explain yourself tomorrow.
This is one for her. We're just gonna tally them
Yeah.
up. Mhm.
Yeah, and then come back with her. Explain this and that. But we are at the segment of the day where we have the daily quotes and life instructions, and some books that we like to discuss. It's all about uplifting here on the morning show. We want to send you off feeling good for the rest of the day. So, quote of the day, it reads, "Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance," by Confucius. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance.
It's beautiful.
Anybody want to touch on that?
From what I think it's saying is real knowledge is. You know what? I don't, because I think how I say it may sound a little ignorant.
But you know that, so there you go.
Yeah.
I would love to hear what you would think on that.
Thanks. With that, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead right away and say it. What I think it is like, so you knowing, like I said, this may or may not sound, but this is what I perceived when I heard the statement.
Mm-hmm.
You knowing somebody else's level of ignorance. Could you read it again? I'm sorry. So I know how to end this off.
Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance.
The extent. So you knowing the extent to living in Stockton, you have to know stuff like this. First off,
Yes.
the extent to one's ignorance, because that's gonna, you walk in the grocery store and you're just like, oh, this dude is ignorant as heck. He's gonna kill me if I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna kill me if I mess up. You know what I'm saying? Because some people who aren't, and who have morals and things on that extent, may brush into you and make it something like out of nothing. But living here, you got to know. Okay, you have to be smart enough to know this guy is dumb enough to kill me. He's dumb enough to put his life on the, you know what I'm saying? He's dumb enough not to care.
He's willing to literally put his pride in a situation where a shoulder bump that was completely accidental is now now my pride's on the line. What do you mean your pride's on the line? We bump shoulders, bro.
Yeah, so you definitely have to play it smart and play it smart in these streets.
The thing that I get out of that is real knowledge is knowing what you lack. So I know what I know, but I also know what I don't know, and I know what I need to learn. So I understand my own ignorance. So if I know somebody who knows something, like, let's say I want to learn about numerology and I don't know too much about it. We got our special guest right here. It's like, hey, I don't want to be ignorant in this. Show me, give me the lowdown. Teach me what's going on here so that I'm not ignorant about it.
I can see how you... Now I can see what you did there, Marcellus. You're looking at it outwardly. Like, as you go out in the world, understanding that maybe everybody doesn't think like you or have the same values, and put a hierarchy on small things. So that last backwood pack that you getting in somebody that behind you wants, they might have a problem with it and start something.
It's yours. It's yours. Like, bro, that's knowledge. Like, it's yours.
Yeah. So,
saying in the hood would do that to you. You know, you coming across different lives, so because you will also come. See, Stockton is very special because you will also come across a lot of intelligent people who want great things for the community and who are very aware of what's going on in the world. But then at the same time, you'll come across people who just know what's going on out there in their streets, and you know, who are like, it's kind of like he said with the sunglasses. They're saying this and this person's saying that, but we're all in the same town. So whoever you brush shoulders with, you never know who is exactly what. That's why you only want to chance it, or you just need to be able to understand that's why they're thinking and feeling like this, and then play whatever card's gonna make you feel safe or whatever.
And this is why I like kind of discussing a little bit about what we get from these quotes, because we're all different. We look at things differently, and I didn't even look at it outwardly when I said it. I was looking more internally.
Yeah, tell me how you felt about it.
Well, when I just got the extent of one's ignorance, one's being ourselves, and the extent of, like you said, how much we don't know. So I'm not gonna go out and if you guys are having a conversation about maybe politics, right, and I don't really know about it, I'm not going to interject myself into that conversation because I'm going to look.
I didn't even see it that way.
I'm not going to.
I guess that is pretty cool. We did see that two different. We took that two different ways.
What about you, Darius? Do you see it any different? Another aspect to it?
Did you see it their way, or did you see it like my way, or did you have your own?
What I thought of right away was the 3 different levels of.
I thought you were saying the number 3. I was like, oh my goodness, where'd you get a 3 from?
Where'd you get a 3 from?
There's 3 letters in one.
Right. I was like, what the?
Look, when you add the okay, so basically, there's 3 levels of awareness. And there's conscious. There's conscious competence. Then there's unconscious competence. Then there's unconscious incompetence. What that means is things that you know, things you know you don't know, then things you don't even know you don't know about.
Right.
Ooh. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
A whole lot. That's kind of like saying what you said, but except for saying that you don't know, because there's things you got to know that you don't know, and you don't even know exist.
Right.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, how many times have you like, I didn't even know you could do that as a job. I mean, as I've gotten older, like, what, you can get paid doing that?
Like, this exists? People do this? Or you ever see somewhere on the map, like, where is this place in the world? You know? Mm-hmm. But okay, carry on. That's
well, because it's like, okay, you can, because there's 3 levels to it. It's like real knowledge isn't what you already know, because you already know that. Real knowledge is having as much awareness of the things that you don't know about. Like, at least having knowledge like, oh, okay, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I don't know. As many of the things that you can get draw into that second category, you know, so that at least you know that exists as an option for you to get more knowledge in. Mm-hmm. But if something exists in the realm of, man, I don't even know that doesn't doesn't exist, or that it does. I don't even know that I don't know.
So is there any way?
Thing.
Is there any way to access that, or is it just like an inaccessible thing?
Well, it's always it's accessible. It just requires you to travel and explore. And when we talk about travel and explore, we're talking about reading too, because you can travel and explore in your mind. Mm-hmm. And then there's things we're talking about the outside world, where we're also talking about the inside world too, like what's in our brain, what's in our heart, and what's in our stomach, like our gut, like our gut instinct, and what's in our heart, what's really in there. People don't even know that they don't even know about their real passion. You see, people don't know that they. There's just so much people don't know that they don't know.
Yeah.
The more that real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance.
Yeah, that's man.
That is real knowledge, because awareness is something else that I'm realizing as I grow deeper into my comedy career and everything. Awareness is key, because now that my jokes are growing with the person that I am growing to become, because I'm maturing naturally, so my jokes are gonna change in structure and the way they're maturing with me. So there's some things that I understand being a young man I'm still gonna mess up on, and some maybe my old ways would get back in it. I actually just wrote a joke about something that. How I felt that it was ignorant of me to do. It was actually when I was on the radio, and I used the I can't say it because he told me not to say it again. I think I know what you're talking about. But it was no H word. Mm-hmm. And I wrote in a joke, but it was the fact how I wrote the joke to make it seem like look, I'm growing and I'm learning. I didn't know I couldn't say that, Yeah. And then it was that connection of like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? It was that awareness of myself, like, to be aware, like, yeah, I know why I did that. Because at first you feel ignorant, like, oh, I can't say that. Like, even I asked a friend, and I told a friend about it, and they were like, why would you even say that, Marcellus? And I was just like,
it's like I needed. It's like I need some confirmation here. Okay, here's that confirmation you were asking for.
Like, why you gotta be gay about it, bro? What are you talking about? What do you mean, man? Like, but it's funny to know that, okay, you learn from that mistake and you can move on. That's a learning. That's a perfect example of a learning experience, because being at this age, I want to be like here so bad, but I have to understand that, like, it's a growing process. I'm not going to learn unless I'm educated. So I'm going to have to keep making mistakes like that to know. Like, that hurt, and I felt really ignorant doing that, but how else would I have learned? And now I can move past forward for that, and I don't need to be scared of making mistakes like that, because they only help me get better. Right. Yeah, at the moment I might be like, oh man, that's that, you know what I'm saying? But
then your brain will start having that connection before it even comes out to be like, stop it right there. Yeah, it's not coming out, and then something else starts to flow and become a better comedian, bit better on air personality. I mean, it's
plus that was a funny new joke I wrote, and it helps, because it's like I felt bad, and then I felt weird, and then I didn't want to tell nobody that. I was hoping nobody seen that show and was thinking like, what, you know what I'm saying? What a foolish young man. Who says that? Like, because it's California, and everybody wants to be politically correct, right, and and everything. So yeah, I just thought it was fun how I could take that and be like, change it around to make it work for me. Like, hey, look, I'm learning. Hell,
that's what it's all about. That's what we're here to do. That's why we do these quotes, these inspirational talks. We like that. We're up here to uplift. So in that, life's little instruction calendar for the day, it says, never take down a fence until you know the neighbors. Never take down a fence until you know the neighbors.
Never take that rubber off until you. I'm playing. another good metaphor. Another good metaphor.
The feeling I kind of get from that one
can be tied into that.
The feeling I kind of get from that one is like try and get to know somebody before you let too much of your stuff out. Because following our horoscope today, talking about not letting cats out the bag and things like that. So for me and Marcellus, it seems a lot like before dropping some secrets, we gotta, make sure you're genuine.
Yeah, and that's what it is for Aquarius. I don't know who told us that, but that was you yesterday. You said we don't have too many close friends because we need to make sure they're genuine. Like we just can't mess with people. Well, actually, I can. I can make with them 50%.
Lightly.
Yeah, or keep them light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that's the case, like you keep them light on the light page because you could feel they're not all the way genuine, and the people who are,
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's not knock down that fence yet. I would also think, how people build that wall from their heart so they don't get hurt. That same sort of thing with the fence. Anybody been hurt, real hurt in a relationship?
Oh yeah.
Like got played?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Most definitely.
been played or
It's crazy.
man.
Just a lot of people I've seen, you know what I mean?
But never experienced yourself.
Just different, in my travels, lots of just people making certain decisions,
That's really broad. Those really, what type of decisions?
Just
Are we talking about relationships still?
we're talking about life.
Okay, yeah. Then in that case, yes. Make right choices, people. How'd you feel about the comment?
So never take down a fence until you know the neighbors. So what that means is like, okay, I thought about it, I'm like, that sounds interesting. What does that mean? To me, it's like you got these people that just moved in next door to you. And you got this fence up. And you got this fence up, and it's to, for whatever reason. And you're like, oh, man, those people are cool. I totally they're cool.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, okay, let me take the fence down and, just share the grass. Mm-hmm. Then you find out that they got a dog. and they let the dog out.
Oh, no.
They let the dog out.
Oh, no.
But you didn't know that they had a dog because you didn't spend the time to get to know them.
You're like, oh, they're cool. They look cool.
Right.
And it's like, and then like you're going out to work in the morning and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I just stepped in. Yeah.
And then the next day you find out that they got 2 dogs. Where did the other one come from? Then you find out that they are dog sitters. And so you find out that this is why every morning you're going to be stepping in something when you walk out to go to your car. And it's because the person may not have taken the time to get to know the person right off. Because, well, hey, look, they are cool people. They are. They didn't give us, like, a reason, like, they didn't do nothing. There's just certain things that they had with them that we didn't intend on. We didn't plan on. So it's just, like, kind of, it's like the positive aspect of not judging a book by its cover.
No, I know. I have been there. That's a good point you made because you could. I don't want to talk too personally, but you could get with somebody real quick and then be, because y'all just click like that within like the first 3 weeks, and now 4 weeks is going by and you start realizing now except for going like this, it's starting to go like that. Like, wait,
it's like the difference between being with somebody out on like a date out in like public, and then like being with somebody like and chilling with them while they're at home, because public and home face is like, those are way different.
I don't know. I have issues with lusting. And I know it though, so that's why I don't take nobody serious. Like, even if I really like them, I'm like, I'm just like this, Like, I just do like everybody, so whatever. Like, I could go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't take none of my feelings with female, like, because I'm like, in a year this could change. Like, because I know what it takes to make an actual serious relationship work.
Okay.
And I understand him. He was luster. Like girl could walk past right now and be like, dude, bro, like, oh my goodness, my next wife. I can see all that. I swear I can. And
then in a couple minutes, another girl passes by. You know what? She's next wife too.
And I understand myself, so that's why everything's taken slowly.
Well, at least you're true to that though. There are some dudes.
I had to learn though the hard way.
There are some dudes who are just like they think they're genuine, just like the truest guy ever.
Yeah.
Like everything means everything to them, and then they're like, wait, no, it doesn't. And it's like this doesn't feel too great. It's like
or the young men who wanna stay in relationships that it's like, come on now, something's gonna come along.
Yeah.
Like something's gonna, which I have if you have a person you're with, unless it's a little toxic, then you need to recognize that and move on, young man, because toxicity at a young age is not good and it's draining.
Yes.
And super draining, and there are many other girls out there. I think it's what a lot of people know who actually don't do a lot of traveling, young men, because they don't travel, especially if they're just from Stockton. Messing with Stockton girls, like they don't get out much, then it could look like closed book, like this is the one for me, you know what I'm saying, when really in reality you could buy a weekend trip somewhere else, just anywhere, and then go out there and like come back with your phone full of just potential, maybe not, but
yeah,
it's just so easy meeting people these days with Tinders, online dating. You have
every time I hop over
farmersonly.com.
Every time I hop onto Facebook,
you don't have to be lonely.
Yeah.
No.
Every time I hop on Facebook, I see like 15 different dating sites. It's all like, hey, sign up for Zeus for free, and it's all like, dude, there's.
Wait, did you say for free? I'm playing. No.
There you go. There's another source.
No. Like another source. No, I'll stick with just going to the bars and whatnot and Tinder,
So we'll get back to the comedy and the talking and all that after we have a short break here.
Yes, correct. Let's do it. Thank you. All right, and that's us, guys. Peace out.
Peace.
You're listening to the Voice of Stockton on KXVS.